All right, Simon Head for MMA Junkie. Joining me right now is Bellator women's featherweight Leah McCourt. Leah, wearing is that Jacksonville Jaguars cap you've got on there?
Do you know, I have no idea. My daughter likes tigers and leopards, and I bought this for her to wear, and I haven't brushed my hair in days, so I just put it on.
That's all right. I've got the hat on myself, so it's all good. First off, I mean, this is all a bit weird, isn't it? Normally we'd be talking about an upcoming fight or a fight that you've just had.
Yeah.
Now everything's on hold. It's sort of lockdown life for everybody. I mean, how's it been for you so far during all of this?
You know, obviously I had a fight planned and it was upcoming, and I was kind of, the first couple of weeks I was just like STEM motivated and trying to adjust to not just training on my own and not being with the team. And then obviously hearing that Bellator London was postponed, I've just been, to be honest, doing the same. I've just been trying to train as much as I can because it's what keeps me sane, and just trying to progress and become better in different ways than normal.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the training, how do you go about doing that? Because I know you used to do a long commute to get your training in. I'm guessing that's been sort of put on hold. So are you largely just doing what you can around the house? How are you going about it?
So I'm used to, like having to get training sessions in difficult circumstances. Obviously I have Isabella, and I do so many, I have a business, and I train in Dublin, I live in Belfast, I have 10 million things on the go all the time. So I actually have a treadmill in my kitchen, so I get my runs and my conditioning in there, sprints in the treadmill, and a garage that I have a punch bag in, and I'm actually picking up a speedball now. So there's loads of different, and I have a Bulgarian bag. There's loads of different ways we can adapt and do different sessions, and you've been watching loads of fights and studying and just trying to learn. I kind of teach myself, and it's kind of nice to just take a step back and not have to do 30 sessions a week in certain places and be somewhere at a certain time. I quite enjoyed like taking a step back and watching fights and studying, and I feel like my whole career I've kind of been thrown into massive opportunities and massive stages, maybe before other fighters get time to develop and get a lot of amateur fights and a lot of professional fights before they get in the big stage, whereas from the my first amateur fight I've been in front of the big audiences and kind of jumping up big levels, so it's nice to just have a bit of pressure off me.
Absolutely. And obviously the training sort of had to taper back. It's all a little bit tricky. Imagine that Bellator were to ring you in a week or 2 weeks and say, okay, things are picking up again. How quickly, or how long? It's not going to happen, is it? But how long would it take for you to get from where you are now to being actually fight ready and ready to go? Because things have had to obviously drop back a little bit in terms of intensity and everything. How much of a run up do you need before you can feel comfortable jumping back in there?
I jump back in tomorrow. I'd fight tomorrow. Might not make the weight, but no, it's like, I've been speaking to Bellator and just basically said just keep training, keep ready, keep active, and I want to be in the first card Bellator have back on again, and I hope that I will be. We were the kind of the first show to be postponed, so hopefully that our fights are going to be rescheduled first, and I'm really looking forward to that.
One of the other things I wanted to ask you, I mean, being a single mum and all of that, and you have your hands full on a day-to-day basis anyway. But lockdown life is a different kind of life. I mean, everybody now is having to become not just a parent but a teacher at the same time. So, I mean, how are your teaching skills coming along? Is there a second career waiting for you once all this is finished?
I'm a good PE teacher. I think that's about it. No, like my daughter is like the easiest child, best. So like I'm so blessed to have her, and she's been getting up and doing her work in the morning, and we've been going out and doing exercise. And to be honest, I can sit and complain and say it's really hard, and it's a difficult circumstance, but I'm really lucky with my daughter Isabella that she's such an easygoing child and taking it all in her stride and absolutely loves being with me and me not running to to train and to coach and to do this and that. Like, she loves just having me in the house and spending loads of time with me, and this is like one time probably in my whole life that I'm gonna look back and think that I've had so much time with Isabella, because normally I'm training, I'm traveling, I'm in a different country, and I have to kind of try and take the positives from it as well.
Yeah, and talking about the change of circumstances, the timing couldn't have been much more unfortunate for you in terms of the momentum that you've built up. you're on a run of wins. You know, you just had your first Bellator main event, and then all of a sudden they've pulled the
Yeah.
plug. No fights, no events. How frustrating has that been for you? Because it
Oh
felt
my
like you were
gosh.
riding the crest of a wave.
Yeah, no, and I was going to, because my nickname's a curse and bad things happen all the time. And I was going to my friends, like, something bad's gonna happen. Like, there's no way this is all gonna, like, it's all gonna happen and everything's gonna be good. And then, of course, there's a world catastrophe pandemic that'll stop me from my next fight. It's like typical me, but like, there's people so as down as I get, and as like, there's moments where I feel, oh, this is so hard. Like, there's so many people so worse off, and like, you have to keep reminding myself that.
Yeah, and you know, talking about that main event, that wasn't even your main event to start with. You know, that one sort of happened along the way, and you know,
Yeah.
that was a whirlwind ride for you as well. But I mean, even that, you know, it's such a huge thing for you, for A, to get the main event, but B, to be given the vote of confidence from Bellator to actually step up and replace James Gallagher, who has been such a standard bearer for Bellator in Ireland with those Dublin shows. It's a huge vote of confidence for you as a fighter. So I mean, how much did it mean to you, A, to be the person they called up to do it, and then B,
Yeah.
to actually go and experience being a main eventer in Dublin?
Yeah, no, it's still, when I think about it, it's a bit surreal. Everything, it was so crazy. Like, the whole, like, I think it was like 4 weeks or so before the fight, and like, it was just intense. It was unbelievable. Such an amazing experience, and I was so thankful to Bellator for believing in me that I could take on the responsibility and the duties outside of the actual fight, and then showing up to perform. Like, it was, I'm just so thankful I was given that opportunity. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, from the outside, you took it all in your stride, and it all worked out superbly for you. And you seem to take everything in your stride. You're getting all these increased media requests and all the rest of it. And you know, you're becoming a real star for Bellator over here in Europe. And you seem, as I say, nothing seems to shake you. But that's not how life works, Leah. You know, there must be things that we don't know about you. What really winds up Leah McCourt? There must
If
be stuff
only
every
you
day.
knew.
I'd like to know. Come on, give us the list. What I want to know. I want to know what the curse's pet peeves are. Let's have a few of those.
My pet peeves. Oh, I don't know. Like, oh my goodness, if you like, yeah, it might look like I take everything in my stride. So much other stuff happens that you have no idea about, and people don't know. Like, I kind of always say people only know what I want them to know, but no, it's not all sunshine and roses. It's definitely not.
Well, look, it's awesome chatting with you. I hope for everybody's sake, you know, we all get through this in however long a time it takes, and we get to see you back in there. Is the plan for you to hopefully get back in there in London, as originally booked, and get in there with Janae Harding and just pick up where you left off?
Well, nobody knows what's happening. You know, I assume it's going to be hard to get like dates. You know, like, everybody's going to be, all the shows are going to be looking for dates, and like, these big arenas, like, they have to look at that. Like, is that possible to get this show booked again? I don't know. It's like, everything's up in the air. Whenever, you know, I can't see arena shows happening for a long time, because I don't know if it's going to spike back up whenever we're allowed back out again. You know, it's being realistic. It's, who knows when it's going to happen. It could be studio shows for a while, and you know, it never really phases me too much having a crowd or not having a crowd. So I just hope that I get to fight soon, and it is Janae Harding, and no matter where or what show it's on, I hope it's the first one back.